Welcome back. Last page. Woohoo! Only 4 problems on this page. You can manage this. When making a telephone call using a calling card, a call lasting 5 minutes costs $1. A call lasting 12 minutes costs $1.70. Let Y be the cost of making the call lasting X minutes. So when I go to set up my ordered pairs, I need to let my X be the number of minutes. So going back to the top, it says a call lasting 5 minutes, so 5 is going to be my X, costs $1, so that's going to be my first Y. Then the other one says a call lasting 12 minutes, that's my X, cost $1.70, so that's going to be my Y. They want us to write a linear equation that models the cost of making a call lasting X minutes. So basically they want us to write an equation. Now on this particular problem they didn't say what form, but on the test it does say what form. They want it in slope-intercept form. So you need to keep in your mind already the slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So that's what we're going to look for, but it's not what we can start out with. I told you on the last page, whenever they give you 2 points, you have to automatically make sure you go ahead and find the slope. So m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's going to give me 170 minus $1 over 12 minus 5. That gives me 70 cents over 7 minutes. And you can go ahead and reduce that down to 10 cents. Once you have that, we have our slope, we have a point, we can put it in point-slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. y1 is our $1. Our m we found was 0.10. X is x minus our x1, which is 5. Go ahead and get rid of your parentheses. So y minus $1 is equal to 0.10x minus 0.50. Then you can go ahead and move your $1 over and get that y equals 0.10x plus 50 cents. Make sure you show me those decimal points so I know that they're really there. For problems 24 and 25, it's another one of those things where I wasn't sure which one you were going to end up with because it depends on which form of the test you get, that I had to make sure you had one of each. Do not go because of your test and do both of these. If you do both of these, then I don't think you know which one it is and I have to mark it wrong. So make sure you only do the one that's asked for on your test. If they ask for a vertical, you know that a vertical line happens to be x equals some number because you memorize those clouds, right? And when x is equal to a number, looking at our point, we can see that x must be equal to 3. Because that's what it is in our point. If it's a horizontal line, you know that means that it has to be y equal to some number, and looking at our point, you can see that y must be 6, because that's what it is in our point. They're very easy to do. The only thing is knowing which one is vertical and which one is horizontal. And I told you you're going to have to memorize those clouds. That's the only way to do it. Problem number 26 is sort of like problem number 23 was. In problem number 26, they give you a whole lot of information, but it's not nearly as bad as you think it is. It says in 1995, the average annual salary for elementary school teachers was $23,259. In 2005, the average annual salary for elementary school teachers was $27,138. Let Y be the average annual salary in the year X. So that means when I go to set up my points, I'm going to have my money be my Y and my years be my X. So you'd think it would be 1995 and $23,259. But then we find out that's not really the case when we read on. it says where x equals 0 represents the year 1995. So they don't want this to be 1995, they want this to be 0. You're going to want it to be 0 too. It will make your calculations 100 times easier if you go ahead and make that 0. So when I go to do the next one, it was supposed to be 2005 and 27,138, but we don't want 2005. If 0 is our 1995 and there are 10 years in between those two, that means that 2005 must really be 10. Now, if you don't believe me about that, you can always list them out. So over here on the side, I can come up here and I can write 1995 equals 0, which means 1996 is equal to 1. 1997 is equal to 2. 1998 is equal to 3. 1999 is equal to 4. 2000 is equal to 5. And you can keep on going and you would get that 2005 must be equal to 10. Moving on down, we have 2 points now set up, and they want us to write a linear equation. Since they want us to write a linear equation, and on the test, once again, it specifies that you put it in slope-intercept form. Since they want us to write a linear equation, that means we're going to have to go ahead and use these 2 points. Whenever you have 2 points, you always find your slope. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. My y2 is my 27,138 minus my 23,259. Over my x2 is 10 minus 0. 27,138 minus your 23,259 will leave you with 3,879 over 10. Doing this calculation, because we're dealing with money, we want decimals anyway, it's going to give us the 387.9. That is your slope. So now we can go and stick it in our y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So we have y minus our y1 was our 23,259 equals, we said m was our 387.9 times x minus our x1 was 0. Remember I told you those calculations would be easy? This is where it becomes easy. 23,259 is equal to 387.9 times x is 387.9x. 387.9 times 0 is just 0. Back to the easy part. Now in order to put it in slope-intercept form, I just have to move my 23,259. Like terms with like terms, so y equals my 387.9x plus my 23,259. And that becomes my answer for A. In order to figure out the answer for B, they want us to use the equation to determine the average annual salary for elementary school teachers in the year 1997. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to use the equation that I just got, and I should plug in 1997. Only we rewrote it, so I don't actually use 1997. Now I use the number 2, because that's what 1997 is. So in place of x, I'm going to use a 2. So that's going to give me y equals 387.9 times 2 plus our 23,259. So that means that y is going to equal, using your calculator, you can find out that it is something I didn't write down. Well, that's good to know. 700 and some. But when you punch it all into your calculator, you're going to get a total of $24,034.80. Please make sure this is your answer for B. Please make sure that you leave the 80 cents on there, or whatever your cents happens to be when you multiply it out. Because that teacher, she's going to need that 80 cents. That's not very much money for an entire year. So she's going to want that 80 cents. That could buy a drink and a drink machine. Just saying. If you have any questions, you can always email me. Can't promise that I'm going to get it over Thanksgiving, but you can always email me and I'll be happy to answer them. I hope this has helped. I hope this works. It's the first time I've tried it. And please make sure you study for your test. Before you finish, you need to make sure you print out a fresh one and do it and get it all correct before you try coming in to take it. Once again, if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call if it's an office day. If it's not an office day, you can try emailing me at my email address, and I'll see you the day of the test.